Hello, beautiful people. My name is Kristen. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today, I am going to review books that have Christmas time going on in their theme, plot, setting, etc. I read 6 of those this month, and then I will do the rest of the books as my end of the year review for you. But without further ado, to celebrate this festive holiday season, the first book I want to talk about is by Joanne Fluke. This is the Christmas Cupcake Murders. I buddy read this with Michelle at Books Cause Insomnia. I will leave her channel below. And this book is real. Okay, if you want to read a cheesy, typical Hallmark movie with like small town drama, but the people are super overly nice, overly forgiving. Everything is just like cheery and festive and just over the top. And it was great buddy reading this because we could like try to predict what was going to happen. And then, I mean, to its credit, what we thought was going to happen as a typical Hallmark story didn't happen. And what did happen was so over the top ridiculous. I just laughed and laughed and laughed out loud. So, I mean, on one level, it's really a stupid little book. But I can't be mad at it because it brought me a lot of joy. And it's just like, if you are in that kind of mood for very cozy, the woman, I mean, the Cupcake Murder, she's a baker and you get recipes. You get recipes every single chapter pretty much about what she is. And she goes into detail about what she's creating or what she's cooking. And it's just very fluffy. A lot of what's going on doesn't actually have to do anything with the murder. And did I mention there's actually not a solid murder? It's just a mystery. It really should have been the Christmas Cupcake Mystery. It really shouldn't have had the word murder. We kept waiting for the actual death. But, you know, it was fun. It was fun. You know, can't recommend it beyond that. Next, Vicki Delany's Rusty Murdered Gentleman. This was a book that also was a fairly cozy read. It is a shop owner. She has a cute dog. Oh, I forgot this one. The owner has a cat. This one became a dog. It is a town that thrives on Christmas. All year round, they promote Christmas. So Christmas itself is like a really big deal. And there actually is a murder that happens fairly at the beginning. And then we are going along at a good pace around the actual murder, which is interesting. And I really enjoyed it. And this one was actually way more what I was expecting the other one to be. So cozy mystery, Christmas time, a solid pace going along, murder mystery. I like it. I like it. The next book by Miss Reed is The Christmas Mouse. This is actually a children's book that is a story of a little mouse who is an unwanted visitor, a woman who's not very fond of mice, but then she receives another unexpected visitor in a boy who's not necessarily fully homeless, but in the foster care system, and just her relationship developing with this foster child and how she kind of parallels this random mouse that has also come to pay her visit over the spirit of Christmas. And beautiful, poignant kind of little story. Super quick read. I think, yeah, it's less than 200 pages and it's meant for an early reader kind of thing. But I had never read it. I thought it was really worth reading. Next, The Cat Who Came for Christmas, Cleveland Amory. This is a nonfiction memoir about a gentleman who works a lot with rescue animals, but one kind of bleak, you know, dreary weather day, he gets roped into helping, you know, capture this cat who he's going to clean up and then rehome. But in the meantime, of course, the cat captures his heart and he has to go on adventures with the cat. The first part where he's trying to make friends with the cat and actually, you know, have the cat taken to the vet and all those kind of things, kind of domesticating the cat. That was, I thought, more enjoyable than some of the later kind of antidotes, but the whole thing is a nice little memoir of rescuing a cat and bonding with your fur baby. Donna Andrews wrote I'll Be Home for Christmas. This is actually the 6th bird murder mystery. This is another cozy mystery series. You do not, because I have not read any of them, so you do not have to have read any of them. I didn't feel lost or like I was missing out at any point, and I really liked it. So this is a story of a woman who works for a hotel, like as the concierge, doing all of the programs and the special favors and all that kind of stuff for, you know, a 5-star hotel kind of thing. And there's a huge convention for basically owl lovers, people who study owls, work with owls. So this is their kind of annual event, and pretty upfront, there is a murder and we get to go along. Of course, there is a huge snowstorm. They're supposed to have gotten out of the convention in time to go home for the holidays, but now the snowstorm has trapped them. They've got to deal with Christmas, homesickness, as well as a murder. So it was good. It was good. I really liked it. I would absolutely pick up another one in this series. She also, I think, has written, I think they said 26 murder mysteries. 6 of them are specifically bird related. Then the final one I want to share about Christmas or Christmas setting is The Prisoner of Heaven, Carlos Ruiz, Zafon. And this is the 3rd in the Forgotten Library series. But I just want to plug this whole series because this book is amazing. There's actually 4 in the series. I do own the 4th, so I will be reading it sometime in the new year. And this one I thought was equally good to the first one, The Shadow of the Wind. I highly recommend that book. If you particularly are a book lover and avid reader, it is a concept of a mysterious library that only certain people can find at certain times. Then there's like a labyrinth of books, and you pick one book to kind of save and be your special book. And then the book kind of comes to life in unexpected, mysterious ways, or teaches you something, or ties it all together. So this was a book that spent a lot of time actually explaining the second book, because to be perfectly honest, I got a little bit lost reading the second book and didn't like it as much as the first book. But then reading this one, a lot of the things that I was confused about in the second book now made sense when I read this one. So totally got back on board. I don't recommend starting out of order. You need to read them in order. So, but I highly recommend this series. So if you haven't checked into this and you like, you know, mysterious libraries and kind of adventure, you know, espionage spy kind of feel, this is a good book series. So those were my Christmas reads. It was fantastic, got me in the holiday spirit. I'm going to edit this, try to get it up a couple days before Christmas to celebrate, and just wanted to pass on to everybody who comes by my channel, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for being part and just taking your time to watch and leave comments and just be part of this community. I just really am so appreciative and honor that and say thank you. Merry Christmas.